What up?
What's up,
Oh
everyone?
boy, it's
Hello.
it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday for the Howling Hour, so that means it's Scream,
Early.
right? It is early. It is early. So welcome
What
everybody
time
that's
is
with us. And man, so I don't know if you guys have watched the TV spot that dropped today, but this is apparently our short before they drop a new poster tomorrow and before they drop the next teaser on Thursday. So it's a busy
Nice.
Scream week.
I love
So we're
that.
gonna be on live on Thursday.
Finally.
Wait until Sunday for that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've seen some images so far from this little TV spot that I'm sure we're going to talk about. I don't know if it's going to make us happy, if it's going to upset us, or it's just going to be downright frustrating.
Oh boy.
So yeah,
Guess we're gonna find out.
let me go ahead and get this all ready to beam up. So thank you for those that are joining us. I see you out there,
Yes.
King Matthew. We're doing good. Thank you for joining us.
Good to see you again.
Let's see. I haven't watched yet because I'm at work on break right now, so this will be my first time seeing the
Yes.
spot. All right.
Yes,
Nice.
us too.
While breaking in, before we get started, I should ask you. While he's getting the video, I should ask you guys: how does my mic currently sound?
Muffled.
Muffled, yeah.
Okay, so then let me switch back to the other one because it's probably because of the hair. Because I was trying to mic on the new Raycons I got, but let me get a new one. Let me just fix this real quick.
I'll hold my comment.
All righty.
Oh, that's interesting. We'll talk about that in a second, Dave. Maybe after the podcast.
Quite a
You know what I'm talking about?
Well, it's called the TV spot called Scream Legacy. Scream
Yeah,
7
but look
Legacy.
at that.
Yep.
Uh-oh,
All right, you
someone's
guys
getting
ready? Let's go ahead. Let me know if you're hearing the sound.
Yep.
Do you like scary movies? Surprise, Sydney. I've been planning this for a long time. Your daughter is the same age you were when this all started.
If you hurt her,
I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it. This is gonna be fun.
All righty. What do we see in there, man? There's some interesting things. It's all pointing
So
back to the beginning.
The sketches look like they were in a hospital or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know. So
Yeah, you
I'll
see
go
the
ahead.
hospital.
Let me find that frame there from the hospital, and then I'll pull it back up on the screen. Let's see here. So we got this.
Oh, is that her?
here.
Is that her husband
That is her husband.
Yeah,
getting stabbed?
even more confirmation
Yep.
that this guy's dying. Unless
Or
it is a
even
red
more,
herring. and
even
he's a
more
ghost face.
yeah, that he's red herring. Yep.
Yep, there it is. The
Ah, yep,
psychiatric
there we go.
hospital. So that's something
Oh,
that we
Baldwin.
kind of, yeah. So we talked about this like way back when there was the leaks that the mental asylum is there, and here it is. So now,
Two things though. Two things. We said it on the last podcast. It could be not only Stu, it could be Jill.
Mhm.
all right. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch it here, but I do have a still from the drawings on the board. All right, there they are. So let's take a look at this right here. I'm looking at it, other than the pair of boobs that I'm seeing on the board there.
Not boobies.
Yep.
Our demonetization.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a Joker smile character right here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is you know what this is? It's the Ring. It looks like there's a girl coming out right here to the left. But the big thing is right here on the top hand side, boys. I don't know if you can see this. This is the House on Fire sketch.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, the Macher house.
I'm gonna. Yep, it's the Macher house. I'm gonna pull it up on screen so everybody can see it real quick. But there it is.
Oh,
Big and
yeah.
close up. It's the Macher house on fire.
So it could be a part of the plan. It's all a part of the plan.
And like, are any of these people like quote unquote victims in this movie? Like the cast? Do any of these supposed to look like the cast? You think?
I don't know, but I will say this darker drawing does look like Angelina.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then top right hand corner looks like Randy's
Monterazzo?
niece. Could be her
Oh,
his
yeah.
niece.
Oh, Mindy and Chad.
Yeah, Mindy. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, Dave. So the picture, can you scroll in to the picture at the very bottom?
This one on the right,
It's towards the left, next to the booby ones.
towards to the left, next to the booby ones. All right.
Yeah, it's under the face. That
Definitely
looks like
the
I love how
face.
we're saying boobs, but it's a
I
mask,
know.
dude. It's probably a mask
Yeah.
leading this way.
Hold on one second. I think I know how I can kind of pull this up. I'm gonna have to do a snippet here and see if I can grab it from a screen grab. So let me do that.
For
I
some
can't
reason, I
tell
feel
if that's
like
like a shape of a torso or it looks like a split face of ghost face on one side and somebody's face on the other.
Yeah, I'm looking. I have it pulled now. I want to see if I can make it larger in what I have it in. If not, then maybe what I'll do is I'll drop it into Paint real quick. So let's see here. While I'm doing that, guys, what do you think? You're happy with it? You're not happy with it? Drop it in the comments. You guys go ahead and let me know here.
You
it
see
could
the ghost
possibly
face all the
be
way to the left?
victims. It possibly could be victims that they had or people that they're going for. But what's funny is that like it could also be movies, like you said, because or horror movies, because
Mhm.
you know, top left, all the way in the corner, that shadowy figure looks like almost like the Babadook.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't see it, right? The
The
girl
one
in
dead
the
center
middle,
looks a little bit like Killian Murphy.
the
Like, very
one dead
slightly.
center. Well, the one dead center could be Jill Valentine from Resident Evil.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Alright.
Like all these different things. It's probably from different horror movies or like the victims because we have the burn of the house. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's pretty wild. Pretty wild stuff.
All right, so I do have it in the Paint tool here, and if we're going right here, just real quick. So this is the top right-hand side. Look at this,
Mhm.
man. Look at that quality in Paint. So,
Does look like Mindy a little bit.
yep.
Right, a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm scrolling down.
Could we
me-
possibly be of the babysitter killer? You know what I mean? Like kind of almost going back to the Michael Myers. Like these are the people they're going after, and they're all female.
Yeah, could be. It could be. This picture here to the left of the
Looks like
three
an eyeball a little bit.
aliens. I really can't make out what that is.
Looks like a half
Yeah,
an eyeball or
can't
something.
Yep. So we
That
got
shot reminds me of it was one of the Batman comics with the Joker where he has the first time we see the stretch face.
Yeah,
mask.
when he rips off his face and he puts it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call there. We have another female here. We
Mhm.
have
Are
a
you sure I see
female in a mask.
Is that a shadow or is that a mustache?
Where?
Is that not a mustache right there?
No,
That's
just
no,
a
no,
lip.
that's not. That's a shadow.
Those are
Those are lips. Those are lips. Yeah.
Okay. Dude's got to work on his shading. Looks like a mustache.
We got like a
be-
Leslie Vernon type of mask here on the left.
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look at the picture here. Yeah,
Looks
that
like
looks
a
like
shadow.
Angelina, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That looks like Angelina. There we got the house burning. I'm gonna save your picture that you want to see, Marcus, for last. All
See the
right.
top left, that little black thing could be, like I said, the Babadook, all the way to, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right here where I have the mouse
Yeah.
scrolling. Yeah.
Yeah. Or that's Ghostface. It'd be, obviously it's not clear, we can't see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So now from far away, so this kind of looks like Sydney, but she's got the Joker smile, and this is what I kind of thought was the TV image there from The Ring. It kind of looks like it, but
It
it
also
may be something
looks like
a
it
little bit
says
different.
it. Like if that's Pennywise, it also says like it on there if you look at it.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
All right, and then we're getting down to the bottom here. Maybe that isn't boobs. Maybe that's something else.
That's
Who
a
knows?
mask.
Yeah, that's a face. That's a mask, dude. That's a mask.
Oh, yep, that's right. Yep, we got eyes. We got a nose going down. We got the merging of the face here again, and then we got this shot here. Oh, that's an interesting one. So let me go ahead.
You know
and
what that
scroll
looks
up.
like, Dave? Dave, with
Which
the
one?
face. Go back to the face. Go back to the right. Yeah. No, down. Go back to where we were.
The one that I
Right
was
there.
pointing out. Yeah, that.
Yeah, the merge faces.
Yeah.
No, to the right. Yeah. You know what that kind of looks like? That kind of looks like the pumpkin from Halloween.
Okay.
You know, it
Kind
looks
of. Like I said, it's not
um,
clear. It's not clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey Dave, it actually kind of looks like the Brendan James mask from the TV series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit! Never even thought about that. That's a good one, Marcus.
All right.
Hell yeah.
And let's see here. We can look at this the one that Marcus was seeing. It's an upside down head.
No, I was pointing out.
Well, the
I
one
was
Marcus
pointing
was
out the
seeing was the
merge
other one.
face.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were pointing out the
Yeah,
merge
and-
face?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like an upside down burn face, Dave. That could be like Stu's face, like the TV falling on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
All
was
the one all the way
pointing
to the left, that's upside down. That's crazy.
Ah,
look, you see?
right here. Yeah.
Like him screaming, and all this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point there too. Yeah, that could
Crazy.
be his burnt face. Yep.
Yeah.
Is that the thing? Like he's gonna have a scarred face, and that's what we're seeing here, like the different scars on his face and stuff like that.
And different
Even though we
masks
do
and stuff
have
like
some
that.
Girls here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's
Yeah.
possibility that this is not in the psych ward and this is in like his lair, like the killer's
Nah,
lair.
that looks like it's on the psych ward, dude.
Yeah, that looks like one of them rooms.
Yeah, but you think they're gonna give
And
him thumbtacks and a cork board if this man's a danger?
Yeah, that's
No.
true.
Yeah, that's true.
No, he probably didn't thumb. That's probably them
There's metal
putting him up.
thumbtacks.
No, that's probably
but even
them putting him up on the board.
But if this is in like
he can
his
just-
room or something like that, they're his
Well, what I'm
thumbtacks.
saying is, no. What
No,
I'm
I
saying
see
is,
what
dude,
Noah is
is that if he just had a stack of drawings and it's like Sydney and them putting them up on the board.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I don't think he would put them up on the board.
Yeah,
Makes
You know
sense?
what this kind of feels like? This kind of feels like Rob Zombie's Halloween, and we're seeing different versions of different masks hanging up.
Oh shit! Maybe different masks to put on.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm.
All right,
Damn
so
it!
let's.
Damn it! I swear, I do not want an AI face. I don't want an Invisible Man AI face that
It's gonna be
constantly
even better. It's
changes.
gonna be Nick Cage face-off
All right.
technology.
Before I get your reaction on it, because we do have a couple of new scenes, and we'll go into a full breakdown on Sunday with this. But let's take a look at some of the comments. So we got Dude
I like that.
VQ. Maybe the Sketchers are supposed to be Maureen. Good one.
I like that. I like
Very
that.
good one. They could be if we aren't supposed to know Stu is alive and they're being kept hidden. Yep, that could be. Yeah.
True, but remember, because allegedly, for all of us here, allegedly, the Matthew Lillard was a real leak. That was not. No one was supposed to know that. So that's why they're like releasing all these names of all these other people that are on there, because it was, oh, maybe he is, maybe he isn't, right? So, I think kind of like how we said with Saw, people know,
Yep.
and they're just like feeding into the conspiracy, if you will.
Yep. And let me pull up another comment. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to pull the front of the asylum scene into the paint, and we can zoom in on that too. So let's see what we got here next. I bet Stu what escapes and hunt. Yeah. All right. Kate Matthews got. So I'm assuming these pictures are going to be different versions of Ghostface Shrine, so Sydney can be present for different shrine, maybe. Yeah, I like that idea.
I like it.
Yeah. So Melissa is thinking the same thing. Angelina. Oracle
thinking-
just joined us. Some of those sketches looking like Gail.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That you know what? Oh my god, dude. Let me pull this back up on screen. So yeah, I'm glad he kind of called that out. So I gotta go into paint real quick and then we can look at it.
Are you talking about stretchy face looking like Gail? The one with the lips
No,
stretched?
no, the bangs. The bangs right here. Scream
Oh,
but
three.
also the
Scream
lip-
3.
That's Scream
Yeah.
3. Great call, man.
Okay.
Great call.
Nice.
Scream 3 right there.
I was just making fun of Courtney Cox's lips. That's why it looks like that.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a modern day crossover. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then we got maybe a mental patient drew images of his mother and how she used to wear a metaphorical mask, a la Maureen. Yep, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Fair.
All right, let's see. Then we got here that picture with 3 people in it kind of looked like Sydney from Scream 2 when she was in that play with other people. Great point there too.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, right? If you think about it, the name of this TV spot is called Scream 7 Legacy, and then they're showing clips from every single movie. So that makes that sounds really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I like it.
Then we have Melissa going, says maybe the masks are for Cassandra's play in the second movie.
Oh,
Maybe the
yeah.
Angela's showing he's been
Yep.
around the entire time. Yep.
Yeah.
I love
Great
that.
Yep,
Love
great
that.
catch there too. All right, let me toss in another photo here, and then we can pull this one apart too. So let me.
Does
get
it not
this
feel very
one up.
like Halloweeny, like Halloween 2018, if he goes and like escapes a mental hospital and starts going on a kill streak? Because I not feel like Halloween 2018 a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, but he did it in the original Halloween as well. So I mean,
Man. Well, yeah, but I mean, like maybe that's like a Halloween. That's more so like a Halloween trope thing. Doesn't it feel like we're kind of just pulling from it?
yeah.
You see
I
this-
mean, they were
Yeah, what
leading.
if
They
it's
pulled it.
mom?
Yeah, they pulled it. Remember, they pulled from all the horror movies in the original when Drew Barrymore is getting killed. Right? They had Halloween, the Halloween tones when Randy was
Yeah.
watching Halloween, right? And Ghostface came
Mhm.
up. Yeah, maybe that's it.
What if Still Mom will be the killer in Scream 7?
What are we doing? Are we copying Scream 2 with Mrs. Loomis? Get out of here.
Yeah,
The time
I'm
jump.
sorry, dude.
She'd
The
be
time
like
jump, she'll
70.
be 80.
Yeah,
She'll be
right?
80 years old.
It's been 84 years, like the Titanic.
Yeah.
She
All right, so
she
let's go
finally
ahead. Let's
cares.
take a look at this here real quick.
That's still in the wheelchair, damn it.
That's why I'm zooming in. That's exactly why I'm zooming in.
Looks like someone
Is
in the
there
wheelchair.
Anybody of importance here?
No, that's him.
I'll
I
go a
think
little
that's
bit more. Go ahead, Marcus.
No, I just no. You know what? Actually, I kind of
That could be.
I don't know,
ah.
kind of like just a random old dude.
It could be a
Kinda
random
look-
old dude, but it's a time
No, but
jump.
I
it kind
know.
of looks like Dewey too. I don't know why. It
Yo,
looks like
how is
David
Dewey
Arquette
still
in a chair.
alive, bro?
I
That
don't
looks like
know,
David
but that
Arquette?
kind of looks like David Arquette.
Oh
Dude, if
my
that's
God,
I'm
if
reaching.
that's
horrible.
Dewey,
I'm
listen,
reaching.
but listen,
I'm reaching. I am
you are
reaching.
super reaching, but I
But
wouldn't
I'm
put him
looking at his
past them.
head. I'm looking at like the shape of his head, his eyes. Like, I mean, it could very well be.
Well, I
Matthew
mean, and
Lillard,
honestly, he
so-
would be in a wheelchair if he lived, right?
That
Like,
is
Yeah,
what-
and he would be
David Arquette.
paralyzed as
Like
fuck,
at this
dude.
point, you're not walking
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Dude, if Dewey survived that, there's oh my god, I have so many questions, bro. There's no way.
Yeah.
Are you sure
I don't know
you're not
why
Chad
that
and
is-
Mindy's dad?
That's the twist, baby. That's the twist. Dewey got fed up. This is all because of you, Sydney. It's Dewey.
Oh my god!
Ah,
Honestly, surprised
my
that
gosh.
never even like was an idea that Dewey would get fed up. Because I mean, Tatum did die, and it was all centered around Maureen. So I mean, but I guess it's just not in Dewey's heart. It's not his character.
Dude, that would be so crazy and so weird to do that, come from that angle.
Yeah, Dewey is too much of like a sap and like a good person to be able to like, in my
Yeah.
opinion at least, turn that corner for that reason.
yeah. Now I'm gonna share. I'm not pulling this one into paint for everybody because it's not really to zoom in on here. But the way the scene is cut, Marcus and Danny, you'll probably be able to see it a little bit more. But it looks like it's a split screen here that they did. So let me go ahead and share the screen from the trailer real quick. So right here we have Sydney on the left, and then we have Gail on the right. What's throwing me off here is we got this little line that's going down right after the filing
Yeah.
cabinet. So this almost looks like there's two scenes in one.
No,
Well, also, if
that's,
you kind of look at it, it kind of looks like anything after like Sydney's. Like it looks like Sydney was put into this shot almost. If you look at her hair and then the wall, it almost looks like the hair is like, or the wall is warped around the hair. Like look at where like there's a strand.
Yeah, the
Towards
strand's
the
coming
wall.
off of it here.
Yeah, but like the wall doesn't look straight. It looks like it's almost like an outline around the hair. I don't know. Something looks off about the picture. I think you're right. It could
Yeah,
be
like
lighting,
right
but-
here. Yeah, you're right here. Like
Question.
if we're looking at the straight line down, it's not straight. It
Yeah,
starts
the
to go
doorway's
little-
off.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Question for you.
That's just the wall with where the door, the hinges are.
Yeah.
That's where the door, because they're in the psych ward. I mean that the place where they're.
Is that blood
mental
on the
hospital.
door? That looks like blood on the door
In the
above
upper
Gail's
right
head.
corner?
Yeah.
Or just a
Dude.
reflection of light.
So I got a
wood trim is
question.
just darker there.
I got a question, boys.
Yeah.
How would you feel if Gail finally became Ghostface?
I say it's too late. I said
just
that
kills
should have
her
happened
right
in part
here.
4.
Yeah, I know, but what if?
I mean, I'll be
I
okay
don't
with
think
it.
there's ever an opportunity that it's like you definitely have to change the reasoning and like some of the dialogue and nuances and ever to get it to work, but I don't think there's ever a bad opportunity to introduce Gale as the ghost face. I do think it should still tie back into like previous movies instead of like being a new there's a new reason why she hates Sydney, but I don't think that it would be a bad idea.
I mean, she got stabbed. Dewey dies, right? If that is Dewey, that's dead. You know what I mean? And he's not in the wheelchair.
King
Sydney's
Matthew
more
said that
popular
maybe
than
that's
her.
more Neil Prescott, but he's got me interested now, so I am going to pull this scene. I'm going to drop it into Paint too.
Neil would be over 100 years old at this point, no? He died in Scream 4, and at that point he would have been like 70, maybe 80, depending on how old he was in the first one. But he would. Like,
I was just looking up to see if that actor was still alive, and I think he is. So I don't know.
Yeah, but
I mean,
are we gonna bring him?
Yeah, I know. Like, does it make sense to bring him in?
It doesn't make sense, no.
Yeah.
Not to be in a psych ward, you know.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well,
All right,
he
guys,
was normal afterward. Like, he didn't go crazy after Scream 1.
That is definitely Gale, dude. That is definitely Gale. Look at her face.
And it's somebody else.
Look at those. Look at those
in the room
lips.
with him.
Yep.
And there's somebody else behind him.
Yeah,
Because
you see
that
that
not Sydney's
looks like
shadow?
Ghostface there, right?
Is that not
I think
Sydney's
that's her
shadow?
reflection, dude. No, I think that's her
just a
reflection. I think that's her
of
shadow.
somebody
That's what I meant. Yeah, sorry, Sydney's
No,
reflection.
I think that's
somebody
either
else
Sydney or
with them.
Gale's reflection. You think so?
No,
Yeah.
it's a third person in there, and it's probably somebody that came with them, and they're in the shot, and it's just reflecting them.
All right.
This is the cameraman.
Yeah,
Probably like an orderly or somebody that let them into the room, you know.
Yeah.
That does look messed up there, Marcus, though. It does look like a messed up Photoshop shot there.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
see
Yeah,
the
it looks like
outline that you're talking about.
yeah, something's weird with that.
Let's see here. Anything of note around here? I don't think so. No.
That's a shoulder.
Just Gale
That's
in
another
pure
shoulder.
black, looking like a ghost face.
Yeah, she looks. Oh, right. Yeah, look at that.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at that.
Actually, that does
Yeah.
look.
Yeah,
It
I'm
looks
telling
like
you. And
the
then
cloak.
go back up.
Yeah, it looks like.
But
the
go
cloak.
back up. But go back. Look, her hair looks like the
Yeah,
hood.
it looks like the cloak. And
Yeah.
Wow.
Like she pauses. She's walking out the door, pauses, just pulls out a knife and just goes in and starts attacking Sydney there.
That'd be funny.
That's why this shot looks weird to me, because like if we look here at the way this is cut, like we have this white line here.
That's
yeah,
just
because
the
look,
door
where's
frame.
the picture, dude? Yeah, this is a merged picture. Because look right here, where's the picture go?
That's
Mm.
the
It
hallway.
doesn't go into the
That's
mold.
the hallway.
That's the hallway.
That's the hallway.
It's
You
just
think
the way
so?
that you just got to
Yeah,
think where the
yeah.
cameraman
Zoom
is
out.
standing. Yeah, you just got to
Zoom
think where
out.
the cameraman stands.
You need to go to the eye doctor and get your depth
Yeah, for
perception
real.
checked.
Zoom out, bro. That's the hallway, dog.
That's just the
That's a
hallway.
hall. Yeah, especially if they're in like a psychiatric hospital, there's gonna be they're basically corridors like regular.
Yeah, that's a
hospitals.
crash
That's
cart.
That's a hall.
That's just a crash cart.
It's like
That's
that
the
picture there
hallway.
too. It's like the one on the left of it. It's like, yeah, it's a hallway.
And that's the
All right,
door.
so that's a
frame.
hallway, right? That's a hallway.
That's
I'm
the
not
door
gonna
frame.
lie.
Yeah,
That's a
That's
hallway,
the door
right?
frame. That's the
That's
door
the door
frame.
frame.
Gale
Well, where's
really
the wall
looks
that's
like.
connected to the door frame?
Right there. If you look in the window of the door,
Yeah.
it continues. That's it.
Yeah,
right
it
there to the
continues
left.
the wall. Yeah, dude,
Mm.
I'm telling you that Gale really looks like Ghostface there. That's
She does,
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
listen,
is things that are all,
Melissa goes, that's her fake nose. All right.
Dude,
Yeah.
that is
King
wild.
Matthew's going, it's like, oh, I see her face now. I need some glasses. What's the photo
Everyone
on the
needs
wall?
glasses
It
today.
is it looks like it's a tree, and then there's like an elephant or some sort of animal that's in there. Now, what I find curious about that picture, since you're calling it out, I'm going on it real quick. Yeah, it's some sort of animal next to a tree. That's what I'm zooming in on. Oh, look, yeah. Vladimir
I'm telling you, man,
thinks that
it's crazy.
she's the killer.
Dude, but like, I don't know. Like, I got weird vibes from Gale on that photo. You know what I mean?
it looks off.
Yeah, Melissa doesn't see the door. I'm telling you, because that's a merged picture, man. That's not the same room. That is not the
That's
same
the
room.
same.
Probably not.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, the
Yeah,
doorknob
We'll see.
would
We'll
not
see
be
when the
on
movie
the
comes out.
let's be very clear. The doorknob would be where Gail's standing
True.
because that's
Pretty much.
because she's standing towards the outside of the door, not the inside of the door.
True.
The
And if
door
you know
because
about
swings
those,
in from where they're
and if you
at.
go into any hospital or something like that, they got those flat, foldable hinges on the doors,
Yeah.
so the doors can have the full.
Why don't we go back to the picture? Why don't we go back to the picture and take a look? I'm definitely not saying there's something off about the picture.
We
There is some
overthinking
weird
it,
shit
man.
going on.
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
we're
to the next
overthinking
one.
it. Let's move it
He's
on. Yeah,
overthinking it
we're
so much he
overthinking it.
froze.
His computer could have
Can't hear
handled
him, but he just said he
overthinking.
froze. Yeah, he overthanked so much. He overthunk it so much that he froze. Look at this. Look at this guy
That's
right
so
here.
funny.
All frozen. He's pondering.
Vladimir, you better check with your theater to make sure that's okay, because after stuff that's happened in real life with costumes and stuff, they done crack down on that legally. So check with your theater first, see if it's cool.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Some theaters don't allow that.
Yep.
My theater doesn't allow the use of any types of weapons to be brought into the theater, and I think they're kind of iffy on masks. So,
All right.
yeah,
While
yeah,
Dave,
real
while we're
careful
waiting
there.
for Dave, we'll do some comments. So King Matthew, if they make Gil the killer in Scream 7, they're really gonna go down. What you did last summer.
I feel like it's too late.
Yeah, I know, man. That's just wild. I don't know. It's
I mean, if she's
man.
working with Stu and maybe Sam at the same time, like that's the thing. Like you're probably gonna have to actually introduce the cult at this point if you're gonna be making Gail the killer, because you really can't. I
Right.
don't
Gail
think you
would've
really just
been
have her
perfect.
going on at her own.
Gail
I mean,
and
it should-
even Deputy
it should have been earlier.
would have been perfect for part
I
4.
agree with you, Marcus. It should have been way earlier. Way
Yeah, her
earlier.
and Hicks would have been perfect together.
Yeah.
for part
Well,
4.
when you
They
have
both had
what
issues.
they changed?
Yes,
It's
they
Spyglass. They change a director per movie.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right, I think I'm back.
Yeah, you are.
to full speed
Yeah,
here.
Oh wait,
Oh no,
Oh,
wait. Oh,
okay.
there you go.
yeah. I just use my mobile hotspot at this point. I don't. Xfinity, get your shit fixed. Like this is ridiculous.
All right, let's
Fastest
see.
internet.
All right,
ever.
let's move on. Let's move on from this one.
All right, so
Oh,
I know
froze again?
when I cut out, I was asked to go ahead and pull this back up for a reason. So
Like if you want to investigate the door frame, I do know like Marcus was talking about with like the flat white hinges.
Yeah.
The knob is definitely on the outside of the door, like where Gale is standing, because that's that's not the inside of the door. That's the inside of the door. The outside of the door is where the doorknob would be. But I do
Yeah.
agree that there's something that looks off about the door frame on both sides, like that black spot you're saying that's right next to it.
Disconnect from McDonald's Wi-Fi. Love
Disconnect
that.
from
It's
McDonald's.
free. It's free 99, guys.
Love it. All right. What else we got?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
all right, let me see if there's anything else that's jumping out in a second. But let's see what we got going on here.
Yeah,
So
close,
oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about it. Marcus told him to double check with his movie theater, which is true.
Yeah. Did he freeze again?
All right, I'm glitching still. I'm glitching.
We hear
Stu
you.
survived Gale, covered it
Yeah.
up. He had surgery, killed Dewey, attacked Tara and Gale. The Scream 7 Secret Traitor teaser is hinting Gale hid Stu survival. Oh, maybe even what we went before. We said that Kirby actually was the one that hid that Stu was alive, because when Kirby had everyone
she has
up.
more resources to do that too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah, because I
Absolutely. I
mean,
wouldn't-
Gail's just a reporter, really. Like she might have some pull, but an FBI agent is definitely gonna be the one. Well, I guess. Well, technically, she can't hide that from Sydney if she was an FBI agent well after the fact. I don't know. I guess you can find some way to kind of make it make sense. Maybe Dewey and Gale had a hand in it because he's a cop, and maybe that's part of. I don't know.
Maybe part of the
it's kinda-
flashback of they didn't want Sydney to know.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
it might
that-
be too
that- that'd be
traumatic
cool.
for her.
Yeah. Or boys, how would you feel if Kirby was related to Stu?
All right, I switched networks.
I never thought of
so
that.
hopefully that works.
Yeah. How would you
that's
boys
like, I
feel?
don't
I would
know.
have to think. I would have to think on that for a little
Yeah,
bit,
but think about it. Like, what if Kirby was related to Stu?
like a cousin.
It would be.
Yeah.
A lot of people have thought that.
Yeah.
It would be
Right?
interesting too if we find out that he has been involved throughout all of the Ghostface killings, and he had someone intentionally stab her as a way of indoctrination, so he can like, kind of manipulate her and whatever into doing what he wants with the FBI. That's kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think. Listen, if we're all loving the idea that Sam may or may not be an illegitimate child of Sydney's, I think
I
that
love that
I
idea,
think that
dude.
Kirby potentially being related to Stu, that definitely has some weight to it. So
Yeah, it does.
I'd be fine
I'm
with it.
thinking on that one pretty hard.
And also you're calling it Scream Legacy, so maybe we
Yeah.
find out several people are related in ways that we never thought of. So we get the Sam reveal, we get the Kirby reveal, maybe we get something else on top of it.
Yeah.
And that's how it's a legacy, because you also have Chad and Mindy coming in, so they're a legacy from legacy
Of
characters.
Randy.
So
Yeah.
I
Dude,
don't know.
I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
know.
I would love if Sam is the illegitimate child of Billy and freaking Sydney. I would love that. I would love it, because then, we're going on this red herring hunt that's Stu, and then it's Sam this entire time, coming to find out. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
said, I would love that, dude. That would be again the beautiful ending to this entire thing.
Right now, without pulling this apart scene by scene, which I will end up doing, because this doesn't look like there's that many Easter eggs in there. But this is the other interesting scene of note there. So we got a ghost face creeping up behind Tatum, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but the ghost face looks like he ends up kidnapping Tatum, because he says, "I'm not going to harm her until you're there." So he
Yep.
must have her at some point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're thinking this is a final act scene right here? Like we're building up to the final act?
No, I think this is maybe the kidnapping scene here.
Maybe.
No, I know, but I mean, like the kidnapping scene is gonna build us towards like the final climax kind of deal. Like this is right towards like
Yeah,
the
and then
2/3 mark.
this scene right here, this probably is the lead right into the final act, where she's going in looking for whoever.
And that's where you get a room full of Ghostface surrounding her.
For
You
real.
know what, man? Like, thinking about that, it sounds awfully like what the original Scream 3 ending was supposed to be like.
Yeah.
So Stu or whoever is leading Sydney back to a house for a final confrontation, and that's where she runs into the cult.
Yeah.
I'd be down for it.
I just don't want her to die.
I apologize for some of the network issues. I'm going to go ahead and take a look here real quick after the McDonald's comment, and let's see what kind of questions we got out there. All right, so we got this one right here from Chaos Drolta. He's now built a new Macher legacy family of killers tied to the Texas Chainsaw movie. Yes, showing at the theater in the first trailer, Jessica and Leslie Macher. His sister is also the killer. Yes. So if you go back and watch the Easter egg video, that's exactly what I thought too, is that Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a little bit of a hint about the killer family. Great call out.
Okay. Great.
His comment was actually broken up into pieces, so you might have to go. You'll have to go one by one.
All right, so let's go and take a look. Anna
on.
Camp might be the opening kill. This might be the misdirection with Michelle Randolph and Jimmy Tatro. Tatro, yeah.
At the Airbnb.
Could be. Could be. Look, again, like, if we think about it, it does make sense. It does fit the whole entire thing. If we look at the opening kills in a lot of the movies, we had Casey Becker played by Drew Barrymore, right? We had Samara Weaving in the last one. Scream 4, we had some big actresses in there too. Makes sense. Go ahead, Noah. What you were going to say?
I was just saying, like, what if it is an ending scene, right? Like, maybe because that house that she's storming into at night with the gun kind of looks like very, very lightly. I'm not going to say it definitely is, but it looks like maybe it's an updated, renovated version of the Stu Macher house. So maybe that comment we got a couple months ago where someone said that maybe that's the ending scene is right. And those people are there circumstantially, like they're there in the Airbnb and it's like right after the climax scene. So like we get a climax scene, she loses, we could say she doesn't die, but she loses, and then they show up to their Airbnb, and then we get the house being burned down and they leave.
What if
only issue with that is because of the fact that, remember, the Airbnb, the house is intact. So
Mm.
remember everything. So remember how the opening door looks. That's not the same door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a little bit different.
Yeah.
So it
Dude,
would
that looks
would
like the
make
Michael Myers house.
yeah, it would fit nicely though. I do like
No,
that idea
no.
because like
Yeah.
her going to the end, the Macher house at the end, and that's when it gets burned down. That
That would have
fits
been perfect. Yeah, but yeah, that's
Mhm.
not the that's definitely not the house though, because they kept it intact until now it gets burned down finally. You know?
Yeah.
King Matthew is thinking that it was Dewey in a wheelchair.
No, he said if it was.
Oh, if it was, all
Yeah.
right, then it would make sense as to why both Gail and Sydney are visiting. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
They did
Let's see.
confirm that he's dead, but that again, super wild shit, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how this goes. You know how this goes with
Yeah.
the Scream franchise, man.
Dude, they already retconned her daughters. Like I think she's supposed to have 3 kids, and then now she just has 1 kid.
As far as I remember, 2
So she
daughters
lost
in,
2
in
kids along
Scream
the way.
5. She
Yeah,
had
two daughters.
Yeah,
But
it was
remember,
supposed to be
I told you one may be gone on vacation or whatever, or school, or one of them dies right in the beginning, and that's the person they kill off is one of her daughters.
I was gonna say, what if she's going to that Airbnb with her boyfriend's like, oh, see where it all happened, where my mom was.
Oh, good point.
Oh,
Good point.
Yeah.
Dude just made a good point.
If Stu's alive, do you think they'll mention his nephew Vince? Yes, I think so. All right, I'm catching up here. So let me see.
I would assume they have to because his mom's in this, right? Unless he's got another sister.
Mm.
All right, you guys already talked about Kirby when I was fading in and out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get past that. CG's with us. Hey, CG. We got A-Troll with us. Hey, A-Troll.
Yeah.
We got Paula Fitzhenry with us too.
Who you calling a hoe?
What's happening?
All right. So we got Dude saying that's Sid's house that she storms into with her gun, same door, front steps, and neighborhood, etc.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it.
I think so.
I like it. Yeah. Where it all began.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I did see that video, CG. I did see it.
Someone told me that was debunked.
We're gonna play that on Sunday. We'll play that on Sunday.
Yeah, I gotta like. Is that
All right,
is that him
so,
or is it not him?
I don't know,
That's
but
him.
I just saw the video. Yeah.
That's his voice, man. I watched the video and that's him yelling. It's like, where you going,
It looked
motherfucker?
like him too.
Where you going,
Hey,
motherfucker?
I got a question. Whose voice do you think that was at the end? The guy's voice that said, "Oh, this is gonna be fun."
Yeah, because that sounded different again. It sounded like a different. This is
Yeah.
gonna be fun
No,
again.
that's definitely Lillard though,
All right, let's go there. Let's
because he
play.
has that raspy voice.
It's at the very end.
Let me add it with sound, and everybody can weigh in if they think that's the case. So let me stop sharing. Let me reshare the screen with sound.
Even if it's Lillard, it's another soundbite again.
All right, you guys ready?
Yep, ready.
Gonna be fun.
That's the same one.
Definitely him.
It's the same clip.
No, it's not the same one, but it is still Matthew Lillard. That one sounds different from the other trailer.
So it does
Yeah,
sound
but
like
this
this is
is-
gonna be fun.
Yeah, so this is what it's interesting. So Paramount has it called Scream 7 Legacy. So
Hello?
Do you like
And they-
scary?
let's just watch this
Yeah,
beginning again.
Surprise, Sydney. I've been planning this for a long time.
All right, we can talk about that right there. I've been planning this for a long time. So it's definitely a legacy character.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you that Gale to make Gale the final one though. You know, I don't know, man, how I feel about that because I'm with Marcus, man. That should have happened a long time ago.
If the story's good, it'll work. That's
Yeah.
the important
True.
thing. If it's told right, it'll work. Where it's revealed where she's the mastermind behind it all. Yeah, CG is saying maybe Gale too.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
CG.
it makes sense.
There's a shot of Gail that we went over earlier before you came in. That she's standing there, but her outfit and the way her hair is draped over her face makes her
Yeah.
look like a ghost face, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
That
shaped
feels
like a
intentional.
cow.
That feels intentional, right? Like, and we're all seeing
Yeah.
that. People in the chats are seeing that. So, like, that has to be something that they were doing intentionally.
Yeah.
Or at least that's something I hope they're doing intentionally. Yeah, I was gonna say something I hope they're doing intentionally.
So, Dave, you mentioned this before, but I want your honest opinion now. What if Gail is the reason why the newer killers after Billy and Stu and stuff like that all came together in this cult. Like she's the one that did the whole internet thing and started the forums and yada 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 to get these people to kill Sydney off.
So
Since the
I
beginning. Since the beginning.
I can pull in some information for you because in Scream 3 lore, when they were doing the promotional materials for Scream 3, kind of like the Scream subreddit that runs today that's live and it's tied to what's going on in the films, Gail was working with a whistleblower for Sunrise Studios. And Sunrise, the whistleblower was really Roman. And what was happening was Roman was feeding her stuff about the backstory leading into Maureen Prescott's history and stuff like that. And she was going to break the story. Now, they never explored it any further, but the book still exists in the movie franchise too. So she was working on the webs with Roman behind the scenes for part 3. So it's very likely that that could be an actual thing.
I have an
So then it's
Would
not
it
what's her
be-
breath. Then it's not what's her breath. It's not Angelina. Then
Mhm.
it was actually Gail that was the second Ghostface.
Yep, could be.
Damn. That's wild. I mean, that would make sense.
well,
Like
we
you
thought
said,
that
if
there
the
might be
story,
three Ghostfaces
if
in
the
that
story is
movie, right?
good, you know what I mean? That she was there the entire time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that would make sense, but
And
shit.
it ties up another plot hole where Gail always has a camera on the scene. Like what happened to the camera that was in the living room in 96, right? The cameras that were in Scream 4, the camera that she had in part 3. So she always has traveled with cameras and she was filming this stuff there, but we never hear about it again. So it all can be pulled in there nicely.
Yeah, I was
How
thinking,
did
like-
they get that footage in 6 when they played all the footage?
That's true. Yeah, who gives it? Who's giving them that footage? If Gail's the one that has it, and my
and
thing
that
too is,
would that would make sense to why we have things that we have some copycat killers doing the same exact motions that Billy and Stu were doing, because the only person would know that is somebody that was on the inside seeing those things. And if you look at the shrine, there are pictures of the principal Himbry from The Office, like when he died in The Office, like his face and stuff like that we saw in the actual movie is a drawn picture, right? So how would that be if the person that supposedly unalived him was not there? You know,
that's true. That's a fair point. And would you think that she started the internet forums specifically with the goal in mind of killing Sydney, or keeping the killings alive and keeping the stab franchise alive to keep having popularity and something for her to talk about? Because her popularity did decline in 4 with the lack of the Scream stuff or what was going on with the Woodsboro stuff, but Sydney was, making money, which is what, obviously why it would have made more sense to do it in 4, or maybe even you could say 5, I guess, if you want to go that way. But would it make sense that part of the reason that she's working on the forums and she's, leading the charge of the cult is so that she can profit off of it? Because she does, like, her best-selling books are based off of the Woodsboro killings, including Maureen Prescott.
some of our
it makes
older
sense
videos,
why she stabbed and didn't die.
Yeah.
So some of my older theories on the channel, so people can go and check out our popcorn theory videos. And the way I had kind of written that Gail was involved in this is that she was actually in a relationship with Cotton Weary, and Cotton Weary cheating on her with Maureen Prescott, and that's what really started to trigger her off.
So
She was so adamant that he was innocent, and she would have to know because maybe she was in a relationship with him at the time.
What if she
and
tells
his
Roman?
whereabouts.
What if she finds out that Maureen had an illegitimate child, and she finds out
told
that it's
Roman.
Roman, and she tells Roman,
Yep.
she told Roman.
Exactly, right? And it also makes sense because she was the one that found the shrine. Nobody else did, but she knew what the shrine was. So she probably would have been able to track down Roman as well.
Oh shit! The dots are
Another good
connecting.
theory.
The formula's
Yeah.
swirling.
Another good theory.
All right. Let's see here. Let's take a look at some of the comments that we got going on here.
Yeah, scroll up because there's some good ones in there.
All right. So Scott Walker, can we talk Scream? Yeah, that's what we're
We
doing,
are.
Scott. Yeah, arrived at the right time. So let's see here. Gail could have possibly been working with Ghostface in Scream 4. Remember, Gail says in 4 her career is in a drought, and how was
Yep.
Ghostface able to return in 5 and 6, and Gale successful in 5? Marcus, I think you would probably want to take this one with the 4 theory.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was always my idea, the perfect setup for me personally, making Gale a Ghostface and even Deputy Hicks was they both had personal gripes against Sydney. So by that time, I won't say, how they always say what life imitates art imitates life. By that time, she and David Arquette were splitting at the time anyway. So that kind of
Yeah.
played into the story arc of where their marriage was, declining and everything like that. And even that scene where Dewey was on the couch with Sydney and they were talking and they were close and he quoted her book to her and there was that look between each other where it was like almost a romantic look. And Dewey kind of snapped out of it a little bit. And then
Yep.
I always felt with Deputy Hicks, her gripe was like Sydney was dismissive of her. Didn't remember that they were in high school together and
Yep.
probably, didn't pay mine and her in high school. So they both had gripes against Sydney, and I felt that would have been perfect in 4 to make the two of them ghost faces. But now, I mean, I guess what you all are saying about Gail working on the internet and teaming up with Roman, yeah, it's very plausible, and it makes sense to me. So
I don't.
the only thing
my
I
only-
have an issue with is you were saying her dating Cotton. I felt that would work, but not as early as you make it. I felt that would have made more when she jumped on the case after him being arrested for Maureen's, murder. And then she's dating her own client basically, during that, so that would have been, interesting spin.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. How about you boys? Anything you want to add to that? The Gale and
I mean, dude, it makes sense. It makes plausible sense. You know what I mean? And also, it seems like in this one, there's only one ghost face, right? Because they're saying, I've been planning this a long time. But that also could be a red herring, like we were saying.
Yeah.
It could be a red herring that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. It could be a red herring that, that the cult, like you said, because you did say that the original writer originally wanted these things in Scream 3 and we never got them. Maybe this is the love letter to the original idea, that we have that cult coming. So,
yeah. I think honestly, I don't have the time for it. I really wanted to do it, and maybe I just have to spend an entire day doing it. But I think the answers are in Kevin Williamson's TV show. So because he took that script and he moved it over there.
Nice.
All right. So we got some more items here. So we know Amber and Richie were found on the web too, just like Mrs. Loomis and Mickey.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Another well-known YouTuber, okay, if I say his YouTube name, of course it is, claims that there could be a Mickey connection in this film. Now,
My favorite
ghost
face. My favorite.
I can see it, right? Because he wasn't shot in the head, he was shot in the chest multiple times. That would make sense for the respirator when he sits up and you hear that sound in the original clip, so it would fit there. So
here's the thing, though: the Ghostface made it personable, saying we grew up in Woodsboro together. Mickey didn't come until Windsor College, which was not in Woodsboro.
Yep. True.
Yeah, but it also could be, again, remember, it could be them playing us, right? Like they're well known to do that. They're, this, that, and the third, and then it's revealed that it's not that person, right?
I saw the reference. I'm gonna call it out real quick. So the YouTuber is Critical Overlord. I've talked to him. I've talked to him on Facebook several times. We swapped some information at one point. So cool dude.
I mean, there's a chance, like, too, like, if there's multiple Ghostface and they're going to do the cult, maybe Mickey can still come back that way. Because we think that there's 2 separate events going on, like 2 separate timelines that are taking place with different Ghostface events. So if that's, because I think Chad and Mindy are getting attacked separately. I think that that's a separate event, whether it's taking place at the same time, before or after. I think that that's separate. I don't think that that is something that has to do with what's currently going on with Sydney. Because they don't even, like, really talk like Chad and Mindy like had very few lines in the trailer and nothing about the dialogue of Ghostface is focusing on them. They're just shown. I think it's different. I think it's not the same timeline there.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, but that also can tie into that their mom, you know what I mean? That
Yeah,
their
that it's
mom is the
Martha and
killer.
Joel.
She grew up in Woodsboro, the whole
Mhm.
nine, you know what I mean? And with her brother dying and her children getting attacked, she's just like,
And
enough's enough.
also, why
Yep.
specifically draw a Gale from Scream 3 reference,
Mm-hmm.
which is when we meet
She popped up
Martha.
in Scream 3. Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
that's when we meet her.
Yep.
So Scott Walker's
That highlighter
comment
looking
here got me thinking about something bad that could happen. So I still do believe the reveal is going to be Stu, but he gets away at the end of the movie and he will return for part 8. And then Matthew has signed on for 2 more movies. 2 more. Now, how horrible. So we saw the drawings on the board, the house on fire, Stu Macher's house on fire. Now I said maybe that happens at the end of the movie and not the beginning of the movie, right? If it happens at the beginning of the movie, what if we do get a Stu reveal at the beginning and he's captured at the end, and then we're seeing the drawings on the board as the closing of Scream 7? Like Stu's in the mental hospital. This is a closing shot that he goes to the psychiatric hospital and he's drawing those pictures to try to cope with things.
Oh, I don't like that.
That would be stupid.
It's horrible, but it could be something that happens.
But Dave, if you were correct that Ghostface wins and burns down the house, you know what I mean? Here's the deal. I mean, how does he win? Does Sydney actually die and now he just goes to kill Sam,
saying
Tara,
this
and
is all in his
everybody
head.
else?
He's saying
No,
that
I'm not
you
saying that it's
see-
all in his head. I'm saying that we see the house get burned down. It's Stu doing all the activities until the end. He does not get unalived at the end of the movie. Nobody does. This is where our cliffhanger comes in. He gets arrested. He gets sent to the psychiatric hospital. We see him drawing the pictures at the end of the movie, and it's all of those pictures that are on the wall. And then that's how it ends.
I would hate that. I would really hate that.
I would hate that too. That would be horrible.
Because then he's got to
I'm just
break
saying,
out
like,
again.
It jumped into my mind.
It's
Yeah,
like it's
I would
giving
hate that.
Arkham at this point. Like, what psychiatric hospital is this that they just keep breaking out?
Yeah, right.
All right, so we got this one here. Gail is a killer because she wants to make more books. Yep, we all agree with
Maybe.
that.
Yep.
Scott, man, we have not been able to find this photo. I think we mentioned it on the last stream that
Yep,
there was an
we
AI
tried.
floating around that he's in the robe, and that's the only one that we can find of that one. We got dude on here. Come on, Randy. Gail's not a killer.
That was the line. That was the line in the movie. So yeah, because Randy was questioning Gail, and she's not a killer. Well, maybe she was this entire time,
Well,
dude. That's why.
Technically, well, maybe she's doing the Tobin Bell thing, right? Like she's orchestrating it, so it doesn't count in her eyes. She's just profiting off of it.
Well, you know what? That's a good point there, Danny, that you make in this line being brought in there too, because he was on the money when it came to Billy and Stu.
He was.
So, yep.
He was
And
on the money with
Scream
Billy
2,
and Stu. He questioned
He
Gail.
fingered Gail. Yep, he questioned Gail, and the only reason he backed off is because Dewey said, "Well, then that makes you a suspect." It's like, all right, then it's not me. It's not Gail.
Yeah.
Good point.
But remember, Randy is the rule guy, and he knows everything about horror movies and called everybody out. You know, I mean, Dewey hit it on. Dewey was so involved that Dewey hit it on the nose in 5. So was the boyfriend.
Yep.
Right. So I mean, if Randy is right, since the second one, holy shit, dude.
That would be
Wild.
crazy.
That would be nuts. That would be absolutely nuts. Insane.
The only thing it would be good for an audience member, but it would be nice if you can pull that line in somehow, but you can't because Dewey's dead.
Yeah, and there's no way that Gail knows about the
unless
line.
they do the flashbacks. Remember, David Arquette's supposed to be in the movie. Unless they do the flashback of when he says, "Come on, Randy, Gail is not a killer." You know.
What if the voice clip is a clip from them being on the phone in 5?
Do they say that line?
And he's going, no, he didn't say that line, but maybe it's an extended part of that conversation.
Maybe.
All right, let's see here. Let's see what else we got here. This is funny. Gail's too old to be a ghost face. Stop with this, please.
Not true.
I know.
Not true.
I've been addressing them in the chat with that one.
Yeah, not.
I mean,
not true at
realistically,
all,
so
man.
is Stu. So is Stu. Like, if you want to go that route, so is Stu.
Yeah, you know what,
And
man,
he got-
And if it's a
Can't stab.
cult, it works perfectly. You know what I mean? If Gail
Yeah.
is in charge of the cult, like we're saying, it works perfectly because then she has everyone else doing it, right?
Yep.
And then it goes into how
always
she
that
didn't
way.
want to, yeah, that she didn't want to go after Sydney in the second one. She got Mrs. Loomis and Mickey to do it. Same thing with the
Yeah.
third one. Same thing. You know what I mean? That could be all her, man. That's crazy.
Mhm.
It's crazy,
Yep.
man.
Yeah, and like what King Matthew's throwing out here with Gail not dying because of the close calls and stuff like that. We've called that out with Chad Mindy too in the past, where he says like, "Hey,
Yeah.
it could be a setup, a misdirection." So it could be the same
Yeah.
thing with Gail as well.
Sister Pam's in the chat. Sister Pam.
Oh, hey, Sister Pam, how's it going?
What's happening?
She says
All
Stu
right, let's
lives.
see.
Yes.
I
All
want
right,
that
let's see
shirt.
here. If it lands right, then we all be okay who Ghostface is. But to be honest, we all would be truly complete if it was Melissa Barrera for
I'm
sure.
telling
Yes,
you.
Yes.
yes.
Dude, if it's honestly out of all the stuff, even if Stu
A lot
is
of
in
people
here,
would rather.
me and Dave said it. The perfect ending is if she is the illegitimate child of Sydney and Billy, and you have Stu Macher on there. So and again, here comes the legacy part that they're saying. You have Billy and Stu back trying to off Sydney because she goes into full psychosis into Billy. Dude, that it's the perfect way to end this shit. The perfect way to end Sydney's story and move on to Chad and Mindy and everybody else. Maybe Chad and Mindy is watching it at the end of what just happened with Sydney. You know what I mean? And everybody. Who knows, man?
And the way this is kind of framed up, this is almost framed up like a conclusion to the franchise. This trailer is, so that could be very possible.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You say what you will about Scream 5 and Scream 6. You had a winning cast with Core 4. You had chemistry on screen like never, like we haven't seen in a very long time. And Melissa Barrera going mental in her scenes are bro, it's fucking amazing. It's such a beautiful thing to watch. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it
The
is
descent,
beautiful to see. Yeah, it's
and the descent from 5. She's here, and then in 6 she's here. And again, like I said, my favorite shot of the entire movie, even though I didn't like 6, and we are agree on that, is she literally hid the fucking mask, Billy's mask, in the jacket to take with her.
Yeah.
And then she decided, she snaps out of it and lets it go. What a perfect way of saying that she's going deeper and deeper and deeper into that Billy Loomis, dude.
That would have been
insane.
Perfect. That's what I wanted, you know.
I want it so bad, dude. If that happens, that it's Billy, if it's Stu and her as Billy, incredible, dude.
I don't know what I'd be more excited for when the masks come off. Like if they do a Stu reveal at the end, I don't know if I'd be more excited to see his mask come off or her mask come off.
I'm jumping out of my seat if it's Sam. I am jumping out of my seat if it's Sam.
To me,
I'm going to be disrupting that.
Tell you, if it's Sam, I guarantee you that pop would be like when Blade came across the screen and did.
Thank you. Yes. Yes, dude. You're absolutely right. We're so hype. We're so hype of Stu happening, right? That we're forgetting the possibility that Sam could come back, and it would revitalize the Scream franchise. It really would. That would be the biggest twist since the first one.
Oh yeah,
this whole Gale,
definitely.
Since this whole Gale theory is happening, that's a good twist. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad twist.
Yeah.
But if you want to revitalize the franchise, that is the greatest twist you can put right now. The greatest.
It's also the greatest cliffhanger into 8.
Yes, greatest one. Beautiful.
Yep.
Because
and as
if
just
the
to
one
catch up
Ghostface,
to anybody that's new with this.
Hold on. If the one Ghostface burns the house down and walks, right? That could be Sam, and everyone else is dead. Now Sam can go after Mindy, Chad, and everybody else.
Sam's writing her new legacy.
Yeah.
Sam's writing a new legacy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yep. Spyglass, where are you at? Hire us. Give us a paper. We'll sign it.
For real, give us the job, dude. We'll do it right.
Yeah, and just like I've said before, right? The only way you have somebody that is on Sydney's level to take her out is if you've slowly built them up over a series of movies and then turn them. And that's Sam. That's the only person that is a real threat to Sydney. Now, I don't know,
Sam's durable, Sam's brutal, and Sam is fast as fuck.
Yep.
The way that, whenever you see Sam going after a person, she's rapid too. So, Sam is a force She turns
she's a
heel. She no
beast.
longer holds back. You're done for.
Yep.
I think that would be
Or we
that would
just
be
have the
that would be
sisters.
scary for Sydney.
The sisters going at it. Oh
Yeah.
boy,
Absolutely.
that against
And
each other
absolutely.
as a team.
Oh my
Mhm.
god! Oh my god!
Absolutely.
It's Tatum and Tara versus Billy and Stu, but it's Sam and Stu.
Yep.
Oh my god! So you do kill
Yeah.
Sydney in this one.
Yep.
Or you
Yeah.
kill her in 8,
Because-
and then you have 9 be the climax.
And also remember, guys, if she is the illegitimate child, it goes back to how the 5 emulated 1, 6 emulated 2, and then this one emulates 3 of the long lost family member, right? And it's
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, it's just beautiful, dude. It's beautiful.
Oh, this is a good one here too.
Matthew
So
has
we
a
have
good point. Though.
Gail framing Tatum because she wants to make another book for the
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Tatum. Oh, you mean like so? Like afterwards, like Sydney dies, the Ghostface win, and then Tatum, and then Sydney, and then Gail blames Tatum for it, and she gets arrested, kind of deal. That's interesting. That is, it's like she go like her and she like writes it's like a bitter profound ending to Sydney. She gets killed by her own kid from her own type of
Dude, what if it's Tatum? What if it's Tatum in the fucking mental hospital sketching everything that happened to her?
Oh shit! And she's
That's
like,
the
I'm gonna
ending?
get out, and I need it. Yeah,
And that's the ending. And that's the ending, dude. Oh my god, bro.
You see Dewey in the wheelchair in the background. I'm here to talk to you about the
Nah,
Ghostface
it's not,
Initiative.
it can't be. It can't be. I'm building a team of Avengers.
No, we're not going Stranger Things route, please. No.
Yeah, no, please, no, God, no.
No, we'll talk about that Sunday. I'm pissed.
We have a lot of good comments, Dave. We have a lot of good
I'm
comments
getting
coming
to them. To support the Tatum thing too. I'm just gonna say this, right? The poster on the wall hints at evil being behind her, and she's wearing an evil eye necklace in the movie. So there is a lot of hints that she is possibly evil as well. We got Scott here saying that if Stu is in New York City in Scream 6, what are the chances we get to see Stu was the one who picked up the Ghostface mask off the ground? That is pretty interesting.
I like that.
Pretty interesting. All right, let's see here. So we got this. What if the opening scene for Scream 7 is really the opening for Slash, the remake of Stab? Kevin might want to redo his opening for Scream 4 in a way. Doubt it, though. That's interesting.
It is interesting. That could be cool. That could be cool that the Airbnb thing is
Then you gotta do it for
Slash
Scream
movie.
8. You have to do it for Scream 8 to mimic Scream 4.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else we got going on here. All right, so we got here. If Liv didn't get killed by Amber in Scream 5, I would love to see a lot of triangle story between Tara, Chad, and Liv. What do you guys think about
Liv's
this
dead.
storyline? Yeah.
No, he said
Liv-
he said if that Amber didn't kill her, that would have been a cool thing to see, you know?
I would have liked to have seen. It didn't even seem like they cared that much for each other, right? Like, it seemed like they were together as like a popularity type thing in high school. But I also would be more interested to see if she was alive and actually a Ghostface that was supposedly working with them, but then they turned on her at the end. That would have been cool to see. It's like all 3 of them working together, and then Amber and Rich, you're like, actually, we're gonna take her out because we're in love.
Yeah.
Erica Stabs for likes. Thank you for calling out. You know, guys, like the video, please. Keep commenting. We appreciate it. Let's see here. My problem with Sam being Ghostface is that it completely undermines the weight of Dewey's sacrifice because he was suspicious of her up until the hospital scene in 5 where he sacrificed himself for her.
I wouldn't think it undermines it. I think it would elevate it. Does that make sense? It's just like now you have people, Sydney vouched for her, Dewey vouched for her, everyone vouched for her, and she's just absolutely nuts. You know what I mean? Tara vouched for her. Everyone is vouching for her that she's not an evil person. And this just elevates that. How wrong can you be? Right? And it makes it even more messed up. I just feel like it just elevates that character, dude. I really do.
It's a Shakespearean tragedy.
Yeah. Yeah, he follows that up. But if done right, Sam and Stu teaming up would be awesome to see. I'd rather see them go against each other. Or maybe they start out teaming up and then they
their
turn.
egos get ahead of them because it's Billy and Stu's ego.
Yeah, and that's why I said she's the one that walks away. She kills everyone, and she's the one that walks away when the house is burning down. And then
I would-
Tatum's the
I-
one that's going nuts.
I would still be okay with that. I would still be okay with Stu being killed by Sam, and she. And this is like we said, this is her new legacy. That would be fucking badass.
And
But
dude,
do we want
what
to
a
see her walking away in
beautiful.
the full Ghostface outfit, or she takes off the
Yeah.
mask and she's just in the robe?
She could. Yeah, I would love to. She walks away as a Ghostface, as a personification of that. You know what I mean? But
That she just is
again, it
Ghostface.
also, yeah, and then it also goes to how Billy stabs Stu. Beautiful.
Yeah. She gets him in the same spots too.
Oh my god, that'd be rough.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, I agree with Scott here. In Scream 5, the police weren't that good. They didn't have a police won't go do their job. Yeah, they were useless. They were useless.
Yeah.
So here's the one. I know there's been height and size discrepancies since Scream 4 regarding the stuntman and the killer reveals, but it looks like we have at least one tall big ghost face and one small. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
I
There
thought
looks
that
like
on
there's.
one on the first trailer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marcus
'Cause I
has been
said that
calling
one
that out.
shot. Yeah, I said the one shot of Ghostface we see outside whether it was the bar or the coffee shop, that night shot. It looks like a tall, that shot. I was like,
He's
it
a tall,
looks like a
stockier
taller,
fellow. Yeah. That's
and I was like,
that
maybe
looks like
that's
modern day Matthew Lillard.
yeah, I was saying that maybe that's Lillard in the costume again, since the first one,
Yeah.
because he did wear it like once.
Yep.
Yeah, and
And then
Matthew he's not,
dude-
he's not like overweight, but he's
Yeah.
got some dad weight to him. So
Absolutely. And dude, we've also mentioned this theory before here on the channel that it could possibly be, like I said, if it is a red herring to all of this, it could possibly be Randy's sister and her husband or ex-husband, which
And
was
Joel,
the
the
cameraman
cameraman.
from part 2. Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
and Joel, the guy who's played Dwayne Martin, we've said he's filled out a little bit as well. So
Mhm.
it's and he's a little bit shorter than Matthew Lillard in that, and he looks like maybe his height kind of falls into that range too. So it could be either or, trick of the camera, whatever. Amber's 6'5".
Yep.
Yep.
You know what?
Dude,
I
that's
hope.
stunt. That's
Well, I
stunt.
do
double,
want to
dude.
say
I
something.
hope.
Yeah.
Hold on, I did want to say something. So, because let me catch this one real quick. Vladimir says something about what if Stu has a son. So I've been saying from day one, Asa German, who plays Sam and Gen V, has been cast, and they haven't released what character he's playing. He's pretty tall. I think he's like almost 6 feet or something like that. He's pretty tall and got pretty cut and stocky. So I was like, that'd be interesting what his connection to Stu is, if there is one. So what?
I haven't even seen him in a trailer.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in any of the trailers or stills either.
No.
Which is
No,
interesting.
he has not. Him and Anna Camp have been very well hidden.
They show
Yeah.
Anna Camp in this one though.
Did they?
Yeah, but
Yeah, I didn't.
I think they showed it like briefly.
I mean, he could be Anna Camp's son.
Yep. He has a Macher look.
he does, dude.
Yeah.
He
And
does.
it's the
have a
Macher
look.
family, and then maybe it's the Macher family. It's Anna Camp as Leslie, which I mean she's younger, so I don't see how that works. And that's her son, and then her other son, and then Stu comes in.
Oh, dude, you might be right. He said Asa is maybe the one that was being dragged in the bar in the first trailer. You're right.
Yep.
That might be him. I thought it was the
Oh.
other dude that was cast with the long hair. That
Mm.
doesn't have a character name too, but yeah, you might be
Well,
right.
he's also got a bar, like he's got a mechanic's outfit on. So, is there any other like scenes that we've gotten in a mechanic shop yet, or
Mm,
any
I
scenes
don't
at
think
all?
so.
Okay.
Well, just to call out Critical Overlord again, he has hinted that this film will be the definitive answer on Stu's survival or not.
Mm. Okay.
I think that that's true. I think that it has to be right because you're bringing Matthew Lillard back into this film. He's casted in this film. You have to answer that question. You can't leave it open ended. That would be rather weird. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something right. Like they tease it like he's alive and he's the Ghostface throughout this film, and then at the end it's actually Sam, and that's a reveal as to one Ghostface. Like, oh, you thought you expecting someone else, and Sam did also grow up in Woodsboro, so it could kind of play into that.
Yeah. Or like your dad said, it reveals that it is Stu Macher drawing all those things out, and he was the one that was planning all of it the entire time.
Yeah.
Yep. That goes into the Puppet Master thing. Scott, I think you answered your own question, right? So if Stu was the one that killed Dewey and attacked Tara in the hospital, how did he get into the hospital without being noticed in a Ghostface costume, and how did he escape after killing Dewey? The police all went to Judy's scene. They all left, and that's
Yeah.
something that Sam specifically called out. It's like, if you're here, who's at the hospital?
My sister,
They all
yeah.
left the hospital, opening that up.
Yep,
It's,
and then
it's,
the
go ahead.
police officers that were at the hospital died. And he killed
Yep.
them.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just like Scream 4. So at Scream 4, you have the events happen at the Stabathon. Everybody goes to the Stabathon, and then it goes to Kirby's house right afterwards.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna have to watch Scream 5 again and specifically that hospital scene and just see the height difference between Ghostface and Richie in that scene, because Richie is standing upright before he gets sliced. So I'm gonna have to see that height difference, because fucking Jack Quaid's tall. And
Yeah,
like
he's
He
like
is.
6 feet,
you
right?
really like
6
you
foot.
either really just have to admit you fucked up, or you have to fix that in this movie and say it's Stu.
Yep.
Because it doesn't make sense. Like Amber could easily have lied. They could be lying and keeping the secret that Stu is still alive, a secret as well, and
Yeah.
just working behind the scenes kind of deal.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I mean, we've all known that Ghostface are crafty. They've been on sets,
one.
in Scream 3, they were on live studio sets filled with people. They were in colleges that had people, and they got away. So I mean, the Ghostfaces are elusive. They kind of just get away.
The opening of Scream 5, if everybody goes back and watches it, doesn't make any sense at all, because Richie has an alibi. He's with Sam when the attack happens on Terror. There is a Ghostface outside trying to get in, and in between the time the door unlocks and locks, you're telling me that Ghostface got in from the front door or some way into the back door kitchen. So there was already a Ghostface inside as well. So there's Ghostface outside, inside, and then Richie's in another location. So there's definitely 3 in that one.
Amber's definitely the one outside with the locking. Like, she's locking and unlocking the security codes because she probably has them because she's a family friend.
Yep.
So she would definitely have the security system. And like, she's so close to Tara that she has her backup emergency inhaler. So I mean, like, that someone's gonna have security codes to your security system, I would say. So she's definitely outside with the locks, sending the photos, the videos of herself from her phone. I would imagine that that's probably how that works. And then Stu is inside.
Yep.
Yeah, because the Ghostface that's inside that goes after Tara is about a foot taller than her. And now we know Jenna Ortega is very short. But I did the height comparisons to people that I knew that was around the same height, and that's the same height difference. So,
you can tell
Well, yeah,
her
because
from
she's
male,
like
though,
5'4",
'cause-
5'5", something like that.
Who?
yeah.
Ortega?
I just,
yeah, like real life.
I'm
real
just
life.
still, man. I still don't want them to pull a Saw 6 or the last Saw 7, whatever it was, when they finally revealed it was the doctor. Like, I just don't want that. They reveal Stu in the beginning, and then he is the killer in the end. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that, dude. I do not. I just hope they just keep us on our toes, and it's revealed at the end. That's it.
Yeah, well, then if they do a reveal in the beginning too, then it'll be like the last film. I think what we have to have is something that Danny, you and I have talked before. I think we talked about it with Sister Pam. We talked about O'Craven, R.I.P. That we want to have 2 separate Ghostface operating outside of each other.
Yes.
Maybe that's what we're going to finally see in this. That'll be different.
And then again, it would be different, and it would make sense for Sam and Stu.
Yep.
Well, somebody
operating totally different on each other's.
Somebody said that in the comments. I can't remember who it was, but they were like, "What if it's a ghost face going after another ghost face, and the Sydney stuff is just the filler in between?"
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, Sam doesn't know Stu, so she could just be operating by herself, and that's what messes up Stu's plans.
That's true.
This is a good point here that CG makes. Joel McHale or Asa look like Ghostface before. I think so. The bulkier Ghostface could be Joel McHale wearing his police vest and his outfit underneath. So the shot that we see matches the bulkier Ghostface.
I am thinking now that, especially since they gave us kind of like, it is the same shot from the first trailer, but it is like they gave us a couple more seconds into it of him getting stabbed with the tarp and stuff. I'm leaning more towards like maybe that is a red herring and he's actually going to be one of the ghost faces. However, maybe they are just taking him out and they're giving us a freebie and they're showing us one person is going to definitely die. I mean, because we know people are going to die in this, right? Like it can't be Scream 6 where only one person dies. I don't know though. I don't know. I here's the thing, right? Like if Joel McHale is going to be playing a serious part and he ends up being Ghostface, it's gonna tank, because as I said when we were talking about the Christmas ranking, he didn't do good in It's a Wonderful Life. He could not play a grieving father, so I can't imagine him playing a psychopath unless he's just being a pompous douchebag. And then it's like, I'll just go watch Community then. It's like, again, no hate to Joel McHale. I love him for who he plays, the character he plays, but it's one character. It's a pompous douchebag. I can't really see him being anything else because it doesn't work. He's not good at it. Unfortunately. So I don't think I don't want to see him as Ghostface. I would
Absolutely
be bored.
All right, so we haven't talked about it, but Melissa could be right here hitting the nail on the head. I still feel like Christina Carpenter is going to come into play somehow. They've mentioned that connection numerous times.
Yeah.
She grew up in Woodsboro, right? She could be connected to Roman. She could have been Angelina. Might not have been Angelina, but she also had a drinking problem. Maybe she went crazy. Maybe the drawings are tied to her.
Maybe. Oh my God! What if like the notebook she found, the journal she found, is just a junk thing that came with Sam when she was adopted. So like that notebook belonged to Sam, and they took it out of like, and maybe like she hid it. Yeah, and maybe she hid it from Sam, and then Sam found it and thought that was her mom's journal and not actually Sydney's journal. That's how you play into that. It's like, yeah, this came with Sam when she was adopted along with other things, but we didn't want her to know this because that's that's a lot. So that I think that's the way you solve it right there. That's the easiest way to solve that notebook problem, the journal problem, because that's the biggest problem. Is like, how do you work around that? When she's found it so clearly.
For sure. Yeah, how many Ghostface do you think we'll get in Scream 7?
They're advertising 1, but I'm banking on 3 per at least. It seems like we're getting 2 in one location, 1 in another location. That's what it seems like to me.
Absolutely, and I think like I said, if it does end up being a family thing like Texas Chainsaw, or even if it is the cult, we can get many. Like we all think it's one person, right? And it's just many different people, which is crazy.
They're really playing into the idea that this is just one Ghostface, but I don't believe that unless it's another thing where they're just adding more plot holes and they don't realize it again.
Yeah,
well,
because it's supposed to be 3 and Scream 3, but there's really 1.
Every trailer for Scream 6 was a red herring. Everything that they showed you turned out to be the opposite. So it could be the same way with this as well.
It's true.
I want to see a Scream movie in the snow as well. Definitely want to see that.
Every horror movie should be in the snow at least once.
Yep.
Can we get a white? Like, I would love a robe change, and it's a white robe. That's when you introduce the white robe and start staining it with red. That would be so cool.
Dude, because what they did with Pennywise and Welcome to Derry, that whole red,
incredible.
Woo!
Yep,
chef's kiss.
But also remember, boys, we did find the full red Ghostface that they started selling for.
The clothes.
I already have it hanging up.
Yep. And so if they're selling that, and that's the ringleader, dude, awesome.
Yeah, and that is
again, if we get the cult of Ghostface, I would be fine with that too.
Yeah. And that was officially licensed. The first time I've ever seen an officially licensed Ghostface Crimson robe. So.
Yep, the cliffhanger will be the reveal of the cult. Love that, especially with that red one that they're selling that they never sold before, by the way.
Yep. And
you're talking to 4 people who go to Spirit Halloween religiously every year, multiple times a year. It has never been like we've gotten unofficial just Spirit Halloween branded ones, but I've never seen one made by the Scream IP, and that is where I was like, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Imperial Guard of Stu Macher. Stu Macher is Palpatine.
Oh my God.
Imperial Guards.
You know what that kind of reminded me of? You remember the Emma Roberts series Scream Queens on Fox?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
The red Devil's costume.
Yeah.
And I think at one point they were wearing red robes during the Coven season of American Horror Story, if I'm not mistaken. Though there was also a sequel season to that, like season 6 or 7 or whatever. So I think there was red robes somewhere in the American Horror Story. I don't know. That's just on TV.
I'm going to say something silly, boys. I'm going to say something silly.
What's up?
if Stu with his messed up face comes walking out good like Palpatine, I would lose my shit. I would start laughing really, really hard. I would be like,
he's talking to
"Yes!"
he's talking to Sam as she's like holding the knife to Sydney. He's like, "Good, let the hatred flow within you."
Yeah,
Kid.
yeah, exactly.
Like, she
Do
can't,
it.
can't. She's
Do
my
it.
mother.
Yeah, do it.
I
You see
can't.
some
I am a
electric bolt come out
Jedi,
of his
like
fingers.
my mother before me.
Do it.
I do believe this here.
Not
So,
in my movie.
do you think that Stu is the one who killed Greg and Jason in the opening of 6? I think so.
Yes.
I'm totally on board for that one.
Yeah, because then it ties into him burning it all down. It's like he
Burning
goes
it all
there
down.
and and doesn't know about the stuff that's going on between Sam and Tara at that current juncture, I guess.
So, boys, because a comment said, Ghostface hunting Ghostface. Do you think, like I've mentioned before and told you guys, what if Stu, besides Sydney, is trying to burn it all down and go after every single Ghostface?
I would be
Yeah,
okay with that.
and that would really play into 6, and that would also make sense as to why he's in New York.
Just don't make him
he
a
steals the mask in
hero.
Scream 6. He's in New York.
Yeah,
Don't make him a hero. No, don't make him a
Oh
hero.
my God.
But he just wants to burn it all down. That's when the cult is
Yes.
revealed, and he's not a part of the cult. And he's just like,
Yep.
everyone dies. That's it.
Yep.
Everyone dies.
It also makes sense why Kirby's in New York in 6 as well. She's following these people who are playing Ghostface in the beginning. Stu takes them out, and then she's working with Sam and Tara with these to take out these other Ghostface. And then that's how you also have him connected to being in with Kirby and also in New York, and a reason to be in New York to pick up the mask in the beginning of Scream 7 is he's picking it up and he's going to deliver it to the next legacy of Ghostface kind of deal. Like that, yeah. And then you also kind of save that movie a bit too. Like it's not a good movie, but then it's like, oh, there's some fun bits in that movie that actually make it better now because that's not some dumbass cop who lost his son Richie. It's Stu, and we know now that Kirby's actually a double agent in this.
Yep.
Yep.
Huh?
King Matthew
Like
says
this-
he also thinks that Stu called Randy and was the one who killed Randy because the Ghostface in Scream 2 on the phone with Randy mocks Randy about Sydney, and Stu is the main one to do that. Yeah, he's
That
the
is
only
very
one that
true.
really.
True. That's
He's the only
true.
one that knew that. And Mrs. Loomis,
Yeah.
you think Mrs. Loomis, it was just a red herring that she took credit for Stu's kill? I got a little stab happy when he, dissed my son. I don't know.
It's very possible to. It's very possible because why would Mrs. Loomis know about that type of teasing?
Unless
And why would
Stu,
like how like
unless Stu fed it to her.
yeah, like so you could do that. So yeah, I mean like she got that information from her, but like she never even showed that type of wittiness when like at any like really. Oh, I guess that's not true. She said it's called a makeover. You should try it sometime. That's pretty witty. So I mean. You could still feed into it that she did say it and she did kill Randy, but that Stu, he gave them the rundown. He gave them the murder board, basically, of like how you're going to be Ghostface, kind of a how-to tutorial, a wiki how.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one, right? Because they put it out there in the last film. So was Kirby really kicked out of the FBI? Mentioned.
That's something they should explain in this one too. That's
that is
something
really
they should be
interesting
explaining in this one.
Mm-hmm.
And then that could be her tie-in because she's related to Stu Macher.
Yep, could be. Was he telling the truth, Bailey, a little bit about that, where she was going a little nuts? And the reason why I'll say that is because when that final confrontation comes down, like Hayden Panettiere did really good facial expressions when there were certain scenes on there, like when they're talking about Stu being dead and stuff like that. She makes that funny look at Bailey. That's really quick. And then she makes that face again when she's sitting with Midney and talking about him being alive. But when Bailey comes on scene, she has her gun drawn. She comes out and she's panicking. It's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And when Bailey says it's her, she snaps. She instantly gets aggressive, which was out of her character in the entire film. It's very short in that film, but it does happen. So it does look like that she was being toyed to be a part of it.
And I feel like what could be misinterpreted as her feeding into conspiracies because it's her inner horror fan. It's her showing you that she knows there's a lie there, and she's hinting at it, because it's always like it's a specific look that she gives when you feel like she might be withholding information. It's a side glare, and her mouth opens up a little bit where she's like, kind of like she knows that there's something going on that she's not telling you. And yeah, I think that I think that's true. I really do think that she might be. I don't think that Bailey even knows. I think that he's just pointing fingers so it doesn't look like it's him. And she snapped because she's like, "Oh shit, they may have caught me
Figured
doing
it out.
something," especially since
Yeah.
she's already panicked. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's interesting. That is interesting.
Yep, and it doesn't make sense why she wouldn't have known about the shrine, right? So, like, when she's kind of like, well, how did you find this out, Gail? Right? So it seems like maybe Gail was on her track a little bit. This is a cool
Maybe
one
they're
too.
teasing each other, right? Maybe they're teasing each other because they're both a part of it in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
That is a really good idea. I never thought of that. Like her second son, you know what I mean? Because they were tight.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Blew me
Definitely
away, Melissa.
possible, but if you abandon your own son, are you really going to try and take care of someone else's kid?
guilt.
Well, it'll be
Guilt.
or no. Also, it'll
She
be
went to go kill Sydney for guilt.
But I mean,
That
it's
was the
also
guilt.
could
The
have
guilt was
been
killing Sydney.
grooming. That could have been his first grooming process, like she was grooming Mickey. You know.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
already a serial killer,
Mm.
so-
I mean, I guess, but wasn't he technically being groomed by Roman?
Yeah, they were
Mickey?
being
Yeah,
groomed by
that's
Roman.
different.
No. He's talking about Stu and Billy. But yeah, I agree with you, Noah. But what I'm saying is that if she was the one that was taking care of him, right? Because think about it. She probably, if he is in the hospital this entire time, right? She probably visited him and picked his brain and, kept visiting him and be like, and guilty. And yeah. I like it. Melissa, I love it. I like it.
All right, so we got Scott. Hey,
I
Danny
can
and
answer
Marcus.
that one. Yeah.
Go ahead. All yours, man.
No, so she did not wear the suit, Scott. She was only her stunt double during the fight scene with Nev in the post. It was Chris and Lee Waddell that wore the suits in Scream 2. But no, she never wore the
That just
suit.
reminded me of a stunt woman thing that I forgot to mention to you, Dave.
Mm-hmm.
The stunt woman from Friday the 13th Part 2 is going to be at Monster Mania.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
all
Unrelated.
right.
Just thought I'd let you know.
Good way to introduce the cult is showing the cult taking care of Stu and keeping him alive and well for all this time.
Like their Messiah.
Maybe.
They do the Spider-Man 2 train scene where like they're carrying him.
Get out of here.
Gentle, he's a hero.
It's like Saw. He's on his deathbed breathing and he's just scribbling notes for them. It's like, all right, go ahead and take care of this. Yeah, you go do this.
Oh boy.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's wrap this one up for this impromptu one. If we hear a lot of buzz about there being massive changes in the next trailer that's coming out, maybe we'll jump on Thursday. But Thursday's also 28 years later. The Bone Church, so that comes out. So we may all be busy with that as well. But so final thoughts on the TV spot, Marcus. I'll start with you.
I mean, I'm getting a little bit more hype for it than I was at first. I wasn't really, because how we're all one Sam back and Tara back and finish that story off. But this one got me kind of hyped, man. This one got me kind of hyped.
All right, Noah, how about you?
Well, to go back to that scene with Gale, right? Like if that is them playing into an important detail that's going to be present in the movie later on, then I will agree with Marcus that I'm more excited for the film. But if history serves, they will most likely just let us down with the actual reveal of who these characters are going to be killing other people, like whoever the Ghostface are. So I'm still feeling very cautious. I'm intrigued more. I'm getting more and more intrigued with the more content that gets released, especially seeing a still image of Stu in a Ghostface robe. That was cool. But I'm still stepping on Legos here, I think.
Yeah. All right, Danny, how about you?
So obviously, I'm more hype of our discussions and all the viewers' discussions and comments and stuff like that. I think that's what got me more hyped than anything. Is our theories, especially they gave us a little taste and we don't know. Obviously, we're just speculating. I am hyped that we have the original writer back. So I'm so hyped for that because despite where you take the direction, usually if you have that story written very, very well, it's going to work, right? And so hopefully we don't get a Scream 3. You know what I mean? Hopefully we don't get a Scream 3. Hopefully we
Spyglass
get
needs to
a
take
really
step the fuck
good.
back then.
For real, for real. I'm just hoping producers and other people don't mess it up like other movies that we've mentioned before that we got hyped for. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this plays out. And I'm with Noah. I'm on the side of caution. I don't want my hopes too high up. I want to
Yeah.
go in with low expectations. That way, if they hit it, cool. And if they don't, I'm not really disappointed because I'm already came in with low expectations. So
Yeah, I mean, like,
you know.
how many times are we going to see production companies that should take a step back and sit the fuck down and let people and let actual writers and directors do what they need to do to make a film? And
Absolutely.
then fans have been very vocal about this for years now. It's
Yes.
not hatred. It's not being negative to be negative. You don't know what you're doing. You're just throwing money at a thing and thinking you own it so you could say what you want. And you're ruining
Yep.
films that way. You're ruining theaters that way. Oh no, it's just Danny.
Yep.
Ah, beautiful Danny.
No, with Jenna Canals behind me. Ah!
Lips. But yeah, I mean, so and especially with
I'm messing around with some
Spyglass
things here.
record, with the record that Spyglass has, the track record that they have, I can't be confident that they're going to actually listen to fans this time and allow the director and writer to do what he wants to do. I just can't.
Yeah, that's why
All right.
I go in with low expectations and see what happens.
I said that to my one sister. She
Yeah,
asked what
but
she
on that
expected.
note, I actually have to say, like, based on what Noah just said, like, I have faith in Kevin Williamson because he is an impeccable writer. He's given us hits after hits after hits.
Yeah,
like he rarely misses. But like what Noah just said with the actual production company getting their hands involved, I'm like, I hope that's not the case.
They could write
hope not
perfection.
Yeah,
he could write perfection on the first try, and they're like, "Yeah, see, but why not just do this instead?" It's like, well, because I don't want to. It's like, yeah, well, we're gonna have you do this instead. Is how we should have worded it.
Yeah,
it's basically what they're gonna end up doing. It's what happened with Alien 3 too.
Yeah, and you know what though, this is why some of my favorite directors are the ones that produce it.
Yep.
Right, they produce it because they're like, I don't want to hear lip from anybody, and then we get a great film.
Yep. All right, so I'll close this out. I did delete our exit credits, so I'm going to throw up a clip there real quick. But I will say this, right? We have not gotten the reveal of the Scream bucket yet because I think maybe it houses a important Easter egg in it. Maybe it's just like the Megan mask where the mask comes off and it has a face underneath. Don't know.
That would be dope.
I do find it very odd that it's always come out 6 weeks ahead of the other films and it's sold out within the first couple of days, and we have not seen anything for this bucket yet. So it's being held, and this is probably going to be one of the most spoiled movies of all time because there's going to be people pissed off and excited, and it's going to be everywhere.
Yep, we got to watch it opening night, boys.
Yep. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you on Sunday unless something pops up, and have a great night, man. Thank you very much.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to tell us you want us to rank the Twilight franchise.